namun semangat, kecintaan dan hasil karyanya terus hidup di masyarakat Indonesia. Nama peneliti Amerika itu adalah Stanley Ann Dunham. Ia juga mempunyai putra yang sama cemerlangnya, yang dulu juga suka bakso dan nasi goreng dan main layangan, dan kemudian menjadi Presiden Amerika Serikat, dan saat ini tengah duduk di tengah-tengah kita. Untuk mengenang jasa beliau, serta sebagai ungkapan terima kasih dan pengabdiannya yang tulus dan kecintaannya pada Indonesia, pemerintah Indonesia telah memutuskan menganugerahkan bintang jasa utama kepada almarhumah Stanley Ann Dunham. Dan saya sebagai Presiden Indonesia berkehormatan untuk memberikan bintang jasa ini kepada putra beliau dan sahabat saya, Bapak Barack Obama.
So much. Oh, this is really nice.
Akhirnya, izinkan saya dalam kesempatan ini mengundang para hadirin untuk bersulang bersama untuk kesehatan yang mulia Presiden Barack Obama beserta Ibu Michelle Obama, dan untuk semakin kokohnya persahabatan dan kerjasama antara Indonesia dan Amerika Serikat. Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The President of the United States of America, His Excellency Mr. Barack Obama, will now deliver a return speech, followed by a toast, and the national anthem of the Republic of Indonesia will be played.
President Yudhoyono, Mrs. Yudhoyono, to all the distinguished guests who are here today, thank you for this extraordinary honor. I am proud and humbled to accept this award on behalf of my mother. And although she could not be here in person, I know that my sister Maya Sutoro would be equally proud. Now, I'm going to have the opportunity to speak tomorrow, and so I will try to keep my remarks brief. First of all, thank you for the bakso, the nasi goreng, the emping, the kerupuk, semuanya enak. Thank you very much. But the fact, President, that you would choose to recognize my mother in this way speaks to the bonds that she forged over many years with the people of this magnificent country. And in honoring her, you honor the spirit that led her to travel into villages throughout the country, often on the back of motorcycles, because that was the only way to get into some of these villages. She believed that we all share common aspirations: to live in dignity and security, to get an education, to provide for our families, to give our children a better future, to leave the world better than we found it. She also believed, by the way, in the importance of educating girls and empowering women, because she understood that when we provide education to young women, when we honor and respect women, that we are in fact developing the entire country. That's what kept bringing my mother back to this country for so many years. That's the lesson that she passed on to me, and that's the lesson that Michelle and I try to pass on to our daughters. So on behalf of our entire family, we thank you. I am deeply moved. It is the same largeness of heart that compels us tonight to keep in our thoughts and prayers all those who are suffering from the eruptions and the tsunami and the earthquake. With so many in need tonight, that's one more reason for me to keep my remarks short. As a young boy in Menteng Dalam 40 years ago, I could never imagine that I would one day be hosted here at Istana Negara. Never mind as President of the United States. I didn't think I would be stepping into this building ever. And I know that much has been made about how a young boy could move between such different countries and cultures as Indonesia and the United States. But the truth is that our countries have far more in common than most people realize. We are two peoples who both broke from colonial rule. We are both two vast nations that stretch thousands of miles. We are both two societies that find strength in our diversity. And we are two democracies where power resides in the people. And so it's only natural that we should be partners in the world. I am fortunate to have a very strong partner in President Yudhoyono, Indonesia's first directly elected president, and a leader who has guided this nation through its journey into democracy. And our two nations are fortunate that we are forging a partnership for the 21st century. As we go forward, I'm reminded of a proverb. Bagai our dengan tebing. Like bamboo in the riverbank, we rely on each other. And so I'd like to propose a toast in the spirit of friendship between our two countries, are reminded of the truth that no nation is an island, not even when you're made up of thousands of islands. We all rely on each other together, like bamboo in the riverbank. And like my mother riding between villages on a motorcycle, we are all stronger and safer when we see our common humanity in each other. So, President Yudhoyono, and to all the distinguished guests who are here, thank you for your extraordinary friendship and the warmth with which you have received Michelle and myself. And I promise that it won't take so long before I come back.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the state dinner reception. Terima kasih Yang Mulia Bapak Presiden Barack Obama beserta Ibu Michelle Obama. Please don't forget to bring along the miniature wayang or leather puppet from Central Java, courtesy of the host. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Indonesia and Mrs. Ani Bambang Yudhoyono will now bid farewell to His Excellency the President of the United States of America and Mrs. Michelle Obama. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause.